In this video, I'll show you how to add Microsoft Forms registrants to an existing Outlook calendar event automatically using Power Automate. Here is how it works. You already have one event created in Outlook calendar. Someone submits your Microsoft form. Power Automate gets their name and email address, adds them to the same Outlook event as an attendee, and Outlook sends them the calendar invite automatically. Every registrant is added to the same existing event. We are going to build this using Microsoft Forms, Power Automate, and Outlook. Let's build it. If you want to create a new calendar event for each Microsoft Forms submission, I have a separate appointment booking tutorial for that. The link is in the description. This is the event I will use for this tutorial. I have already created it in my Outlook calendar. Power Automate automating business processes. It is scheduled for Sunday, July 5 from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is the master event. Every form registrant will be added to the same event. Power Automate will only update this event and add the new attendees to it. Currently, I have 2 attendees. You can see the attendees here. Before building the flow, we need the event ID of this event. To get the event ID, I will use Microsoft Graph Explorer. You will find the link in the description below. Here, you need to sign in with the same Microsoft 365 account that owns the Outlook calendar event. Here first, I'll go to the Modify Permissions tab. For user.read, I already allowed the consent. You need to click the consent button so it can read the calendar events. Now I'll run a GET request to list my calendar events. The method is GET, and here I'll paste the URI. Now I'll click the Run Query. You will find the query in the video description. Here's the response of the query. This is the event, Power Automate automating business processes. We need the ID of this event. Here I can see the ID. I'll copy this ID. I'll right click and copy. I'll paste the ID in a notepad so we can use it later. Now let me quickly show you the Microsoft form. I'll not create the form from scratch. I want to keep this tutorial focused on the automation. In the form description, I have added the event details, the date, the time, the location. This way, the registrant can see exactly what they are registering for before submitting the form. The form has 3 fields: name, email address, and privacy consent. So the form is simple. The registrant sees the event details, enters their name, email address, and agrees to the privacy message and submits the form. Now let's go to Power Automate and build the flow. I'm in the Power Automate dashboard. I'll click Create. Then I'll select Automated Cloud Flow. I'll name this flow Event Registration to Outlook Calendar. For the trigger, I'll search for Forms. Here I see when a new response is submitted. I'll select this trigger and click Create. This is our trigger. For the form ID, I'll select this Power Automate Live Workshop registration form. This is the same form here. This trigger starts the flow whenever someone submits the form. But this trigger does not give us the actual answer from the form. So next, we need to get response details action. I'll add a new action. I'll search for forms. I'll select this get response details action. For form ID, I'll select the same form, Power Automate Live Workshop registration. For response ID, I'll select this option, enter the data from previous step, and select this response ID from the trigger. Now Power Automate can use the name and email address from the form response. We will use the email address to send the calendar invite. Now we need to read the existing Outlook event. Now I'll add a new action. I'll search for HTTP request. Then I'll select this send an HTTP request from the Office 365 Outlook connector. This action lets us call Microsoft Graph for Outlook calendar data. This is a standard Office 365 Outlook action. I'll rename the action to HTTP GET event. For the URI, I'll paste this. Now I need to replace this your event ID placeholder. I'll go to Notepad and I'll copy the event ID. We copied from Microsoft Graph Explorer. and here I'll replace this with the event ID. At the end of the URI, I have this. This tells Microsoft Graph to return only the attendees from the event. Before we add new registrant, we need to know who is already on the event, because when we update the event, we need to send the complete attendee list back. This means existing attendees plus the new form submitter. The HTTP request returns the event information as JSON. To use that response properly inside Power Automate, we will add the Parse JSON action. Here I'll search with Parse JSON. I'll select this action. For the content, I'll select this option, enter the data from previous step, and I'll select the output of this HTTP GET event action. Here's the output, body. For the schema, I'll select this option, use sample payload to generate schema, and I'll paste this small sample. Then I'll click the Done button. Power Automate generates the schema automatically. Now the attendee list is easier to use in the next steps. The simple idea is this. The HTTP request gives us the event data. Parse JSON helps Power Automate understand the data. Now we can work with the attendee list. Members can download the ready-made flow, the graph requests, the JSON sample, and the Parse JSON schema from the channel membership resources. The link is in the description. Next, we will create the final attendee list. I'll add a new action here and I'll search for Initialize variable. I'll select this Initialize variable action. I'll rename the action to AllAttendees. For the name, I'll give it the same name, AllAttendees, the variable name. For the type, I'll select array, and the array starts empty. First, we'll add all the existing attendees to this array, then we will add the new form submitter. So at the end, this array will contain the full final attendee list. I'll add a new action. I'll search for apply to each. I'll select this apply to each action. For the input, I'll use an expression. Here I'll select this expression option and I'll paste this expression. So basically this is the output from the Parse JSON action. It only has the attendees. Now I'll click the add button. This loop will go through the existing attendees one by one. Inside the loop, I need to add an action. I'll search for append to array. Here's the append to array variable. I'll select this. I'll rename the action to add existing attendee, and for the variable, I'll select all attendees. For the value, I'll paste this JSON. Now I'll place the cursor between the quote of this address, and then I'll click this dynamic option, and from the dynamic option, from this Parse JSON action, I'll click this see more and I'll select body email address. So this contains the email address for the attendees. These are the existing attendees. And for the name, I'll place the cursor here. I'll select the dynamic option and here I'll click see more and I'll select the body name. Power Automate takes each existing attendee and adds them to this all attendee array one by one using this loop. Now we will add the new registrant from Microsoft Form. So outside the loop, I'll add a new action. I'll search for append to array. I'll select this append to array variable. I'll rename this append to array variable as add new registrant. And for the variable name, I'll select the same variable all attendees. For value, we will use the same JSON structure we used for the existing attendees. So here I'll paste the JSON. I'll put the cursor here between the quote of this address and then I'll select the dynamic option. This time we need to get the email address from Microsoft Form responses. So here under get responses, I see email address. And for the name, I'll select the dynamic content and here I'll get the name. This is the output from the form. So this action adds the person who just submitted the form into the same all attendees array. At this point, the all attendees array is complete. It now contains all existing attendees plus the new registrant from the form. So now we can update the Outlook event with this final attendee list. I'll add our last action here. I'll search for HTTP request. I'll select to send an HTTP request again from Office 365 Outlook connector. I'll rename this action to HTTP update event. For the URI, I'll paste this. Now we need to replace this with our event ID. So I'll copy the event ID again and I'll paste it here. For the method, I'll select patch. Patch means we are updating part of the event, that is the list of the attendees. Now I'll open advanced parameters and I'll select body. For the body, I'll paste this. This means we are sending the final all attendees array back to the Outlook event. And remember, this array already contains all existing attendees plus the new registrant from the form. Now I'll save the flow. Now let's test the full process. I'll click the test button. I'll select manually. I'll click the test button again. First, let me show you the existing event again. So this is our existing event. It has 2 attendees. Now I'll go to Microsoft Forms here, the same form, and I'll fill in this form. I'll add a name here, John Doe. I'll add an email address. This is the email address. I'll agree with the consent. Now I'll submit the form. The form is submitted. The flow should start now. The flow started and you see it worked. The flow ran successfully. Now let's go to the event here. I'll close the event. I'll open it again. I'll click edit. And here I see the new attendee, John Doe. When I click this, I see the email address. Let's check the inbox of the attendee. Here I'll refresh this page. And this is the email the attendee received. Let's go to the Outlook and let's check the sent box. So we can see how many emails it sent. So here I see it sent only one email to the new attendee, John Doe. This is the same event. This is exactly what we wanted. One existing event, one registration form, automatic calendar invite, no duplicate events, and no repeated update emails to everyone. If the same person submits the form again with the same email address, they do not receive another calendar invite. If you want to add an approval step before someone is added to the event, I have a full Power Automate approval workflow series linked in the description. That can be useful if each registration needs to be reviewed before the invite is sent. Members can get the ready-made Power Automate flow, the graph request, the JSON code, and the Parse JSON sample from the channel membership resources. The link is in the description. Leave your question in the comments below. I'll try to help if you get stuck while building the flow. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more practical Microsoft 365 and Power Automate tutorials. Thank you for watching.